You can see that unit getting really close there. That's
is he going for a
LAPD
pit?
Southwest Division.
Oh, shit. Wait, KCAL overhead news chat police chase. Oh my goodness, it's happening. A motherfucking police chase is gonna go down. Oh my God. Oh, here we go. Oh, baby.
I think I see maybe a little bit of damage from the rushing up against the center divider here. So we are westbound on the 105, and we may be exiting the freeway here.
We're westbound on the 105. You hear
and
that?
we should remind our viewers that might not have seen the top of the show that this was a
Shooting
shooting that happened
suspect.
at Fashion Island Mall in Newport Beach around 3:30 this afternoon.
At the mall?
3:39 p.m. is what time they got that call. Metronet Dispatch, which handles the dispatching for Newport
Oh,
Beach.
bro, this might get crazy.
Anybody, and that somebody
Oh, no. You, why you?
We've got multiple suspects.
My God, why are you?
But they are out. You see one of them wearing a mask as well. They are out and running at the top of the Paramount.
They're
now making
ruining
this
it already, dude.
Paramount.
These
We will
bozos.
stick with them here, but again, we did not see any authorities on the ground. Let's hope they're not going to try to carjack
Let's
somebody
hope he
right
doesn't
here as
get
they
hit by
run
a
across
truck.
traffic. And we'll just keep the map tracker up on this one now as they're on Lincoln Avenue.
Or maybe
It's
hope.
going to be Lincoln Avenue. We'll see if the suspects split up.
They did.
They might be splitting up here. We're gonna stick with this one right here that we have that's running into the alley, running pretty fast. We'll see how far they can. Oh no! Oh boy! My pilot Dylan just told us that this person down here did just try to carjack somebody allegedly. Now you can see up there looking at us. So we're in the
they're
backyard
desperate.
Here. Pretty scary stuff with someone that we believe may be armed.
They're
with a
desperate.
And these are possible murder suspects, right, Mike?
Right. Yeah. I mean, these are homes. So before we got to where we're at now, before Desmond got overhead, they did stop and let several other people out of the car. So this is the second time they have stopped. So it's obviously unclear which one of these allegedly pulled the trigger, if that is any of these two people, or if the person who is accused of pulling the trigger took off first. But that's a phone in his hand.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Dude, he's got to be.
Right up to these houses. Of course, these people may be unaware who is in their
Oh,
backyard
there's a dog.
and how dangerous this is if, in fact,
I
this
just
is
saw a
person
dog.
with a gun. We did say that it looked like it was a phone, but we do know that there was a shooting earlier. We don't know which of the suspects was involved in that shooting, but we do know that they were on the car. Mike, you mentioned that 2 had already gotten out, and 2 we just watched as 2 ran out, including that one that was in the gray.
There's some action right there,
sweatsuit
Des.
Wait,
in
what's
that
going
backyard.
on? They're in the yard. They just walked out.
The
No,
good
no.
news is right now I'm looking. We've got
On the left.
Huntington Beach PD's helicopters.
There's a
over there,
husky.
As well
No.
as CHP is now
No,
here
to the
too.
left.
So hopefully they can split up. And Des, now we've got
There's
a homeowner
people
right
in the
there.
back.
That house right there.
Yes.
And I think he's under that awning. Yeah.
Getting a little bit vertical here. We'll back off here once we
If
get
he
a
touches
second.
the dog, I
But,
vote airstrike.
The 2 suspects split up. It looks like
You with
it's
me?
varying backyards here, just off of Harding.
In-game airstrike. What is this guy
this
doing?
guy looked like he was trying to maybe point out to
He's
law
pointing to
enforcement and the
something.
helicopters, hey, I see him right here. He was pointing here. This was where we last saw the suspect. As we come around, bear with us here because we do have 3 law enforcement helicopters on this, and obviously we need to give them plenty
Is
of
he
space
really
as
just
we come
hiding
back
right
around. But he's
there?
pointing right here. So the suspect maybe had hopped the wall, but this person unfortunately doesn't have any idea how dangerous a situation this could be for them being in this as we
Beware
kinda
of
double
dog.
yeah, I think, is that them right there?
Oh, he's right there.
Yeah. There he is.
Oh,
Look at that,
my
right below the beware
God.
dog sign.
Oh, yeah.
There
He's
is that
right
suspect.
Behind the green
Look
container.
at this idiot.
Yeah, right.
Oh,
there.
you
There he is. There he is.
dumbass. Look at
Trying
this
to
guy.
lay
Oh,
as
he's
low as
taking off his
possible.
shirt.
Taking off his sweatshirt.
Yeah,
He's taking off his shirt.
He's taking off his shirt.
Yeah, maybe going for a little bit of a clothing change to throw off the authorities. A very common
Oh
tactic
my
with
God,
these
look at
suspects
this
right here.
f***ing
Let's
rat,
keep a magnifying
dude.
glass on them if we can. Oh, it's just so dark down there. Actually,
Enhance.
Not really going to be very helpful. It might be able to lighten it for us here.
Chat, this
while
is
he was
why
still kind of
your
hiding
own
behind
safety
the
is your
green
responsibility because the
container, you can
police
see him take
don't
off his shirt.
show up
It's
when
still
you need
pretty
them.
dark
All
there,
right.
but we're able to get a pretty decent shot of him, and Desmond is using that magnifier there, and you can see whether or not he's there. I think I do
This
see,
dude might have a
kind of a
fucking
head.
gun.
Mike, do you see it? Like
This is a murder
like a bald
suspect.
head right there.
Yeah, he's crouching right behind the trash can there. And the reason I wanted to talk to Desmond really quick is because I noticed that CHP helicopter actually left the scene and was continuing to track on the westbound 105. So I wanted to make sure that they didn't pick up another car.
We are watching who we believe is the suspect that was in the gray.
In the gray, correct.
So
Yeah.
the one that was in black ran off, and now
Right.
that person may in fact be in another car.
We don't know definitively. There was just this, the CHP helicopter left.
Get on the
scene
other car.
and
What are we
continued to track
doing?
the
This is getting
105, which made me
spicy.
concerned
I
that
want to
that
see
may
the
be
other
what
guy
was
boosted.
happening. So that's what I was asking Des and our pilot to see if we could get in communication with that CHP helicopter.
And did you hear
Look,
at one
Mike,
point
I see
that-
some movement. There he is right there.
Oh,
He's got his hands up.
oh, that's it. You're over.
Oh, he's on the ground
Done.
now.
Bozo.
perhaps
Yeah.
some? Oh,
There they are.
Yes, they have
Yeah.
caught up with him. We did see someone in that yard pointing in a direction, and apparently one of those law enforcement officers
That's it.
in the
He's over.
helicopter actually probably saw that, and
He's
now
Patrick
they have
Starrett
made
on
their
the
way
ground,
to this
hands behind
one
his back.
suspect, the one that was in
He's
gray.
done.
We do know that there was at least
Where's
one
the other guy?
suspect outstanding. And Mike, you had talked about even 2 more suspects that had gotten out of the car
Right.
before we saw the pursuit.
So let me see if I can figure out where that was. So yeah, that was just east of Los Alamitos Airport in the area of Holder and Orangewood Avenue. And I actually see a law enforcement helicopter in that area right now. I guess that's probably technically Los Alamitos or Cypress.
ABC
maybe, but
is the
that
other
where-
one, Link?
and I don't know definitively how
Link
many, but I
me?
know suspects got out there. So
Well, it looks like he's getting up. It looks like there may be a cell phone or maybe a weapon there on the ground as well. He is now standing. Yeah, it looks like a cell phone. His hands are up, so he clearly did take off his sweatshirt. or
Wait, they
whatever
have
shirt he
another
was
guy.
wearing.
Okay, hold on. Wait,
May have
there's
thrown
another
it in
one.
One of those green bins there. But
This
now
is
he's
live.
measuring
That's the
his-
same car. Hold on, wait. This is the other guy in another car? This is the dude.
Point there, squeezing between that big rig and those other vehicles.
Is
And
this
now
the
we're
same
using
guy?
The left shoulder
His
now.
partner?
Using the left shoulder to get around traffic.
He robbed
and
the car? We
it's,
missed it?
You know, this driver is kind of
It's another white sedan,
using
but I think it's a
all that
different
he
car,
has,
right?
all the resources available to him to get around this traffic, like those far right shoulders, like those on and off ramps to get back,
Man,
to get
did
around
you
some of
go
this traffic
back?
and then get back onto the freeway. Now we're crossing a few lanes back into
Did he run
one
back?
of the other transition roads now, and we'll get that for you shortly here. But LAPD, it does appear that they're still in tracking mode, not fully in a pursuit mode, but they are keeping an eye with the air unit overhead to see where this suspect decides to go.
And Gabe, it looks like this person in front of the is stopping. To
He's trolling
possibly-
him.
I mean, I know.
Bro,
that they're
he's
in traffic, but
trolling
maybe
him.
That small SUV is trying to help authorities, but of course that's never advised.
Is he
to
trolling
do. But
him?
again,
I think it's just
we
traffic.
all know LA traffic, and
I think it's just
I
LA
was
traffic.
surprised that this driver could be making such good timing during this, because we know it's 4:20 on a afternoon. Except for the only good thing is it is summertime, so a lot of people might
It's
be
4:20 on a
home
Tuesday.
as
You know what that
opposed to being
means.
on the road, so make it a little bit lighter. But again, we're looking at this, and I don't know how. By the way, Gabe, it seems like this. If the suspect
Is he in a
didn't-
Kia right? That's a
must
Kia,
know
yeah?
that he is being followed, because if you didn't think you were being
Off-road the
followed, you wouldn't
Kia.
be driving
Do it.
quite so erratically.
Right, exactly.
That shit'll go
And,
off-road.
As we get a little bit of a wider picture there, we can
Oh,
see that
they're
those
in the
LAPD,
other lane.
those
Oh,
LAPD units
shit,
were actually
okay.
able to close the gap here and get right behind this suspect. Not, I shouldn't say right behind, because they're technically still in tracking mode, but they are behind the suspect.
Traffic
and you have
tracking
to
mode.
imagine that this suspect can still see those
Tracking
officers behind
mode.
him, and that's why he's still driving erratically, like you said, still driving.
How about
with
you
the
get in,
intent
get
to
this
get
mother
away, and you
out
can
the
see
car
those 5
mode.
LAPD units inching forward. Again, they're technically in tracking mode still right now, but as they get a lot closer to this vehicle, you have to wonder if LAPD is
Oh,
possibly
shit.
switching back
Oh, he's
into
going.
pursuit mode.
Oh,
but then you see
shit.
maneuvers like that
He's
where
going.
the suspect again jumps over to that right shoulder, swerves around other vehicles to try and get around here. And I'm looking out the window here, seeing where those LAPD units are, and they are doing the same thing. They're doing what they can to keep up with this vehicle as he or
Wait,
she
he's going
kinda jumps
back on the
around these,
highway.
lanes. There's a lot of
Why are you
options
going-
here, a
there
lot
you
of
go.
places to
He was
go.
going
This
back on the
suspect could
highway.
go, northbound 110, and you
Oh,
can see that
shit,
unit getting
wait.
really close there. That's
Is
an
he going for a
LAPD
pit?
Southwest Division officer getting really close.
yeah.
As
Oh,
the
shit.
suspect, now
Uh-oh.
comes to a stop.
What do we do
LAPD,
now?
Apparently, these officers have
What
been
do we do
approved
now?
for a pit, so
He was looking for the pit.
go-ahead to perform a pit
He
maneuver.
was looking
so that
for the
may be
pit
what that
right there.
officer's trying to do, although
Oh,
at these
he's
extremely
squeezing.
slow speeds, that
He was
may
going
not
for the
be
pit. You saw him
possible
get, like,
until
slightly
the
offset
driver
on the
gets
back.
out in the open a little bit more. Now we've exited the freeway.
Oh,
This is
shit.
one of the options
Okay,
I was
here we
talking about
go.
here that you can take from
Here we go.
that interchange. And now we're southbound on Hoover in the University
We're
Park
back on
area. If we
maneuver.
Continue down this stretch, we'll end up in the USC area.
Oh
And
my God.
There you go. That's the dangers of being on surface streets as compared to freeways. You have pedestrians possibly in the way.
Holy
and
shit.
now we're picking up speed a little bit, using that center median again, and swerving around other traffic as those LAPD. Oh, and now we're going the wrong way. Almost hit a box truck.
Bro.
You can see that LAPD unit keeping
this
close
guy's
behind. All
crazy.
the LAPD units keeping close
This
behind.
guy's
As now
desperate.
we make a left
Holy
turn
shit.
eastbound on West Adams Boulevard. Now picking up a little bit of speed, still using that center lane, and those LAPD units from the Southwest Division staying right behind this driver as he picks up speed, hitting almost 70 miles an hour, continuing eastbound now. There is the option to get close to the 110 freeway again now, but that freeway is pretty backed up, so I don't think that would be an option for this driver. I think he's just trying to think of ways to get away at this point, and now we're coming to a complete stop, but the driver says no way, and he's going in the wrong way as we move Air 7 HD.
No.
All right, you're hearing
No.
the pursuit taking place right there in University Park. And Santos has been overhead, and they have been in tracking mode. We're going to continue to try to reestablish a connection.
There we go.
There we go.
Up,
There we go.
yeah,
No,
we got
okay,
you back.
we're good.
Yeah.
All right,
We're good.
guys,
Little
sorry about
desync,
that.
chat. Little desync.
We're maneuvering Air 7 HD around the other air traffic up here and the police traffic. So if you see us drop out momentarily, that's probably why. But we're now continuing northbound on Figueroa towards the downtown area now. So we've kind of gone from the West Adams
He's got the
area
back
to
win-
the
Wait, is there a
east
guy in
to
the back
University
seat?
Park area, and now heading northbound through downtown. LAPD keeping a bit of distance between the driver and themselves as we make a right turn on 20th Street. This is kind
his
of an
tire
industrial
looked
area,
cooked,
so,
right? The back left tire?
It could be an area where the driver might decide to foot bail. That can be an option here, but you see those LAPD units. They're
big
staying pretty
parking
close behind,
garages, okay.
so as not to scare the driver, hopefully. Oh, and we're going the wrong way here. We're going the wrong way. I didn't even realize that was
Look at this guy.
that was that big of a road, but we are on
shit.
the wrong side of the road, opposing traffic, but this driver somehow almost hits a pedestrian there, but gets around it. Now we're coming back westbound now on Washington Boulevard.
Wait, is that another
and
guy in
I'm
the
not
front
sure if
seat, or is
LAPD
that
was
just a
able
bunch
to
of
keep up with
shit?
that, but they have the air unit overhead, sneaking around a bus here, sneaking around a Tesla, definitely running a red light, crossing this intersection, Figueroa and Washington, almost
Are there
hitting a few
3
cars
people in
there,
that car?
and we're continuing westbound now on Washington Boulevard. That LAPD air unit be keeping up with the location of this vehicle, because those units behind them that were on the ground are going to have to figure out a way around all that traffic, all that wrong way driving, continuing westbound now on West Washington Boulevard around the trees. We'll maneuver for that shortly. And as I look out the
Oh my God.
LAPD units are
Bring the
doing
feed
a
back.
good job keeping up with this. I'm honestly quite impressed, because usually when you see wrong way driving such as this, as we pull into what might be a dead end,
Did he just f*** up?
we'll move around the bridges here and see what's on the other end of that
they
road.
might have f***ed up.
But normally when drivers go the wrong way, LAPD doesn't really
he's pulling the U-turn.
as close of a distance to the vehicle as you normally would. And now we're doing U-turn.
spike
It looks
strip!
like that was a possible
He
spike
threw a
attempt
spike strip.
by that officer that came up
He
really
threw a
close,
spike.
and that officer was able to dodge
Yo,
out
that
of the
guy's
way.
a-
I'm not
oh,
sure
no,
if
they're
that was a
bailing.
successful
Wait.
strike.
Let's hope.
Spike.
Getting
And
What the f***
somebody
is he
just
doing?
possibly climbed out the window or threw something out the window, and now the driver's speeding
Yo,
away
that
down
cop was a
West
f***ing
Washington
G.
Boulevard.
Respect.
That was definitely an interesting turn of events. This
Did he-
driver
maybe he threw
and
a
the
gun?
passengers seemingly really desperate to get away right now.
Yeah, we saw that window in the back go down and wondered, I saw an arm kind of peeking out. We don't know if they were throwing stuff out the window or not, but
Did he check the
dangerous situation. You
tires?
almost hope
Maybe
when
he
a-
checked the
a truck like this,
tires.
That they go back on the freeway rather than see them driving through these residential streets and nearly missing pedestrians. They're such a dangerous situation.
Especially at this time, and you just
Yeah.
know kids are out for the summer, families are outside. The only good thing is, I guess, this is more of an industrial.
Nah, dude, that cop
area
body
where
checked the Kia
people
with
are-
a
it
spike
doesn't
strip.
seem like there's a lot of residents.
Oh
bicycle
my
too
God.
soon.
Okay.
Making a right turn.
Alright,
Yeah.
alright.
Anyway,
Right
Gabe.
turn
All right,
on West
Lance.
18th Street.
All right.
boy.
Yeah.
You're in the
and
clear
again,
now.
Gabe, you were just saying it a moment ago. This driver keeps finding themselves in a position where they. Did they
just hit that van?
Did they
I
hit the
don't know.
van?
Yeah,
It
he's,
looked like
I
they
think
may
he
have.
scraped
he
one of those
scraped
cars
it.
there.
Boy,
They
that guy was
swap
just
paint
minding
for
his
sure.
His own business and opening his door.
Well,
next thing you know.
We're looking on the right side. Oh, yeah, Ellen, where he came very close to hitting somebody in the crosswalk, walking, trying just minding
back
their
to
own
the
business
left.
again.
Go to the left.
These are always so shocking when you're somebody who's
Give me
just
the left screen.
completely
I don't care about the
unaware that
right.
this is happening all around you, and then you see all of those. You see all the police cars, and you see them going the wrong way down these roads. That it's just nail biting sometimes.
Full screen.
And this is, very close to some cross traffic there. This is an industrial area,
Full
yes, but there
screen!
is, it is a very densely populated area in terms
The
of
left
a lot
is
of people
live.
here
There we
for
go.
work. There's a lot of pedestrians walking around to and from work, a lot of buses, a lot of trains doing what they do as we go
Don't
under
bail.
the 10
Okay,
freeway
they
now.
don't bail.
And there's the
Thank God.
vehicle
Oh, wait.
continuing northbound on Grand. Some more cross traffic there as we cross Grand and
see.
Santa Monica. We're going to move Air 7 on the other side of that building there using, I believe this is a one-way street. Yeah, this is a one-way street.
Holy
and
shit.
we're going the wrong way up this one-way street. So a lot of wrong-way driving. And this is, I don't believe LAPD is
Bro,
going to
this
follow
is
this driver
actual-
up this wrong-way street. They're going to
This
try and
is
parallel
GTA
up,
right now, bro.
Almost very close to some pedestrians
This
there.
is
Continuing
mother
northbound
GTA.
on Grand, which is
What
only
the
a southbound road. So some very dangerous driving. This driver seemingly very desperate to get away. Finally,
Is he
we're
going
off
the
that
wrong
one-way
way?
street
He's going
on
the right
Pico,
way now.
eastbound on Pico
But
now.
he's in the middle.
That was a very scary situation because there's nowhere for those other drivers to go. It's one direction coming at you, and this driver doing what they can to avoid that cross traffic. Another pedestrian
so
on a
many
bike,
cyclists.
continuing eastbound on Pico. Now we're kind of in the downtown proper area. Which, doesn't bode well for traffic. It doesn't bode well for pedestrians. There's still going to be a lot of people out. It's almost 4:30
Jesus
on a
Christ,
Tuesday.
bro.
You see
All
a
these
lot of
people
pedestrians
crossing
crossing the sidewalk.
street.
And this driver, thankfully, hasn't hit any people yet, but we've seen a couple of close calls. We know there's damage to the side of the vehicle, possibly from an earlier accident.
I hope he hits
and some
a
earlier
tree.
side-swiping
In-game.
action that we've seen. Now we're going northbound Los Angeles Street,
In-game tree.
approaching 12. Some more pedestrians there in the middle of that crosswalk. Some very scary situations going through the very center of downtown. This driver, at least at this point, slowing down a little bit. I'm going to look out and see where LAPD is right now, and it does appear that they may have kind of given this driver a little bit more distance. This pursuit started
Maybe they're
a
looking
little
to
further
bail?
south,
Nope.
south of the Ladera Heights area, so we don't know if they're from that area or if the driver or other passengers are from this area, more south of downtown. But in the past few minutes or so, with the lack of officers behind us,
Oh,
we're
they're bailing.
behind the tree.
Coming out.
And this,
Holy shit. It's like four.
Five people.
I think I saw
Five?
Five people.
Yeah, let's
jump out of
Holy
this vehicle,
shit.
and now they're running down the sidewalk, and they look like they're running into this property here.
Holy
into the backyard.
shit.
1, 2, 3, 4. At
Oh,
least 4.
There's at least
I
Thank
think there's
God.
five.
Thank
Yeah, I
God
think
we
so, too.
stopped the
Continuing into
ground
the back alley
pursuit,
here.
guys.
And LAPD, the
It
air
would have
unit,
been a
they're
fucking
reporting that
shame if there
information
were
down to units on the
police
ground.
here
You'll start
right
to see
now.
Oh, let's
LAPD
see. I think
units
they're kind of trapped in this back area. The fence is pretty high.
I don't know what we would have done.
Yeah.
Does he have overalls
it
on?
does appear that
Oh,
there's
no, he's
kind of
got
nowhere
a
out
bag.
from there. The fence line looks a little too high to jump, and these suspects now using the trash can, hopping
but
over
there's
that,
razor
looking
wire
over
over
there,
there. Oh,
boy.
seeing what's on the other side there. Looks to be another alleyway. And they're going to continue down that alleyway, but I'm trying to look out to see
want
if
this dude to get his
LAPD
shoe stuck.
has
Oh,
units. I
come
can
on.
see the air unit orbiting the scene. They
Looks
have
like kids.
on these suspects.
Bro, I
and
don't
where
care
they're
how
going.
old they are.
I can see
They're murder
they're,
suspects.
continuing to run down
Alleged
this
murder
alleyway
suspects. I don't give
onto
if kids
this,
or not. I don't give a
cross street here, but I believe that's going to be Griffith Avenue. You have 2 of them already crossing.
They're
the street.
kids. They're
Another one,
murder
crossing
suspects.
The street now,
The
and another one
you
in
mean?
tow after that.
Did we lose one of
And
them?
I think
that
maybe
air unit.
possibly
I don't
if they
care who
spot
the
the fifth one
they are.
went in a different direction.
That's definitely
Wait, is this
possible
a
at this
different
point.
one?
We're trying to keep eyes on the driver, which we believe.
Maybe this is a different thing.
People just stay in your house. And
Yeah.
don't
Was this
come
just
out
a stolen
kidding.
vehicle? Okay, so these are unrelated to the
when people are
first
trying to
one.
get away, you just
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have
So they
other
they stole a
residents here
Kia.
maybe
Okay,
having a
these aren't murder
confrontation
suspects.
with
Never
one of
mind.
the suspects. I'm
I
not
thought
sure
this
if
was the
these
same-
two,
They look- yeah.
were-
I thought this was the
were
same
part of
one
it.
we were just watching. I guess
So
it's
these two
unrelated.
were part of it, also on the run. I'm trying to keep one ear to the LAPD radio frequency to see. I don't believe
no,
that person
last
on
person is not.
Wait,
No, that
that was
person
not
is
part of it.
just trying to keep their eyes on it. And you know, sometimes
Oh shit!
Stay out of it.
She's about to beat some ass.
Into this other
shit!
yard.
Well, this person.
She's about to beat some ass. She's like, you
one,
fucking kids.
I feel like there was 5, but we definitely saw 4.
Get over here! I'll
and
beat
now
that.
This woman is
Dude, what is she?
not having it.
Yeah, no,
and then at one
Wait,
point, maybe she's going to
do
turn
they
around and
know
say,
her?
You know what? I want to, or she knows them. The one thing is she
Maybe
might know
she
them.
knows them.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk to them, like, stop this. They do look young.
Flatten it out a little bit.
Yeah,
They do look young.
well, the way they were jumping over fences and running along, they definitely.
Wait, does she know them?
Yeah,
So,
you can
was
see.
she
Yeah,
kind of,
these,
wait, she's guiding him back into.
You have to wonder, yeah.
What on
You
earth?
have to wonder if these residents
What just
know
happened?
who these kids are, and we're kind of telling them to go back home, which would lead me to believe that they are from this area.
Is that where they live?
Or at least know the people in this area. And the air unit.
Wait,
up
did they
ahead
just
saw
run
what
back
we saw as
home?
well, so I'm trying to keep an eye out on the ground and see
I'm
if they
so
have,
confused what's
other
happening.
units en
Oh,
route to
there's
this
the
area,
cops.
and there they are. These
Yeah.
are LAPD officers from the
Are
Central
they gonna
Division.
snitch?
You have the
Ask
neighbors
that
on the
lady.
ground.
She's
that are gonna
snitching.
make contact with that officer
Well, she
and
went straight
tell them
to
what they
them.
saw.
She's snitching.
So,
Huh.
Wait, no, she's saying, I don't know.
Nothing to see around here.
Wait, she's hiding them.
We definitely saw the
I think she just said, nah, I don't know anything.
How many units
I don't know shit. I didn't see a damn thing. Oh, bro.
And curious if that woman pointed him in that direction
Right.
or is part of their.
Yeah,
You know,
knows them and trying
knows
to
them.
protect them.
We're showing you earlier footage of when they were getting out of that car, bailing underneath.
She's
that
in
tree,
trouble
racing,
now,
running
if
through
she
there.
did that.
They would
She's
get
in
counted
trouble.
this time
I
when
saw
that-
4 again.
We got 9,000 people that just saw
It's like,
that.
apartment building there. That's where they went in through that door that you're seeing on your left there.
Do you think it's possibly the last
We got
person that has that,
9,000
black
people
sweatshirt on
that
with
just
the
watched her
the
live.
writing or the design on it?
Okay,
And
so
they
these
give
are
up
definitely
peacefully,
not
even though
related
it doesn't appear
to
like
the
it's gonna
first
be
people.
An easy apprehension.
It's confusing because we watched 2 dudes in another white sedan that were murder suspects, and then it immediately jumped to more people in a white
Looking
sedan.
around, anytime there's any kind of activity, everyone has their phones. They're trying to videotape what they're seeing. But again, we haven't. When you're not on the ground, you can't hear if they're using any sort of loudspeaker to try to get people out of the apartment units and asking people to. Whoever's inside to come out. We don't know if those suspects are barricading themselves inside or if they live there. We just don't know. But that one woman who seemed to be unafraid.
I don't know what happened. I don't know where these guys came from.
So
There you see an officer telling this, the one that just pulled up, telling the other
Did they
officer kind of
steal
pointing
the
in
car that they
direction of, where
ditched?
went in.
and how they're
Is that what happened?
kind of gain access or what to do, because this would be very stressful for any sort of law
Wait,
enforcement.
that's
because
what- that's
you
the
can't
same-
really see what's behind
Wait,
that
so
door, and you
there
don't
were
know how
2
many
guys
people
that
are there
shot
inside.
someone.
Weapons in that
Yeah.
unit or anything.
They
Trying to
stole a
protect
car,
This is East 20th Street near
drove
Griffith
it,
Avenue.
got out of the car,
You're looking
left
at
it
this
in the
live
road,
picture
and then
from,
these
the end of
kids
this pursuit,
got
at
it.
the end of the
There's no
pursuit.
way.
They foot bailed just
There's
a few
no
minutes
way.
ago. Now they're inside that building. We saw at least 4 suspects go into that building, and now officers are outside of that.
I thought perhaps it was over because people were realizing that they could stop this from happening with a simple
Okay,
device,
different
but
cars. That's the
still,
first
you know,
car.
It's a tough
Different.
time, and a lot of people are falling victim to this.
Those
For
are
these young
different.
people, it's a challenge, right?
Exactly.
It's they're all hanging out together. It's summer.
Second
They're
car.
out of school. They're
Different.
just
Look at the
enjoying
back.
afternoon, and this
Different
is,
cars, not the same.
type of trouble they get into. And as Mike was showing us, there's the address 1022. It's over on 20th Street, and those are the stairs that the 3 went in. And we're wondering if there is an adult at home who lives here, and will officers reach out to the adult first to get them to come out? Yeah.
Generally, almost every pursuit that I think Des and I have covered where you have multiple suspects that are kind of adults and have maybe been involved in this before, the first thing they do is they generally all splinter, right? Especially when you're in a big group like that, especially when there are no cop cars behind you. So the fact that they all stayed together and that they're all younger kind of makes you think that that is what happened here.
Alrighty, well, we're going to continue
Except the
monitoring
one
situation
guy.
here. Mike Rogers will stay on
The
the
one-
desk.
one of
Desmond
them
Shaw
went the other
above it
way.
all. Meanwhile, we are going to continue with our other breaking news of the afternoon. That
All right, well, I guess we're not seeing the
You
end.
can't do the time.
We're not seeing the end of it. We're not seeing the conclusion. I'm assuming they're arresting all of them. They're hiding in that house.
up, bitch, yeah.